radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers. On Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Taurus. For your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, wherever you have the Taurian placement in your charts, you can apply this to. Before we get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and check out my free radio show. Just by adding me on there, you're automatically entered into any giveaways I do. That's also in the description. And other than that, you guys, let's just see what's going on for Taurus this week. Messages for Taurus. What are the messages for Taurus? Most prominent energies for Taurus during this time. What are the messages for Taurus? Okay, so immediately I'm getting all of these downloads. I'm hearing, okay, so what was the first thing I heard? I wish I would have just said it. I wish I would have just said it. I forget what the first download was, but then I started hearing, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to. And it's basically like this energy of Taurus. You've been putting yourself first lately, or at least trying to. And you know, you're upset because things are hard, but I'm also getting this energy of people kind of downplaying your emotions or not taking you seriously. Like either someone thinks like, oh, Taurus is just in a, you know, in their bag, like they'll come back soon, they'll return back to normal, to how I'm used to them. But you're not, and you're struggling with something that would also typically be easy. Like this is an energy of, okay, I'm hearing, okay, someone just ended things with someone, but it hurts you too. And it's kind of giving me like third world problems vibes, like how people say, or do they say first world problems? I don't know. You get the, you know the saying, if you know, you know. But it's first world problems, that's what it is. Because it's like, oh my gosh, I can't get an Uber. First world problems, you know what I mean? Like people are kind of treating you like your feelings aren't valid just because you're not suffering like the person experiencing the most suffering on planet Earth right now. Like, I don't know, I'm getting a lot of mixed energies where people either aren't taking you seriously or they're not taking your emotions seriously, like how you feel. You may be the person who usually kind of bounces back from everything, or people just aren't understanding, like, you have a great job, like, you don't deserve to be crying right now, like, you know, like, it's, some of you guys are having a hard time relating to your friends as well, because you're starting to do better, and your problems, they just aren't understanding. So anyways, we'll get into it. So we have the Panda. Balance, harmony, and detachment. You're being guided to remove self-sabotaging thoughts and feelings that no longer label yourself and others. Take a step back and find the harmonic balance within your life and its relationships. Align with your core values and embrace the magic of today. So, you know, Taurus, the truth of the matter is you're just gifted. You just have more access, you know. You just have more resources. You have a special sauce that a lot of people don't have. Like, and I literally have friends. I have this Gemini friend. Love her so much, and she just has a special sauce. Like, when I tell you, this girl, like, it's not her looks, it's not well, I love her looks, I love her personality, but like society wise, she's not like the typical kind of like, you know, standard of pretty, yet she pulls people's attention like no other. I went to Vegas with this girl, and literally this guy stopped on the street and proposed to her right then and there and was so serious about it. Like, what the heck? And it's like, I feel that energy on you guys, where you just have this special sauce that people don't have. It's kind of unexplainable. It's an energy, and you know, you've just been able to access and tap in. At least if you've decided to, you've been able to access higher levels of living and, you know, expand in ways that other people just can't or really struggle with. But at the same time, I feel you guys kind of struggling to relate to people nowadays, to make friends that get it, that will actually listen, like take their time and like really listen to what's going on. And it's just like, Your life is fine. You got that beautiful apartment. You live in NYC type of vibes. Like, you're fine. But what's really going on in my life is da 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 da. And it's just like, okay, but this is valid what I'm saying to you. Like, I feel the struggle so much. Okay, so we have Wolf. Loyal, alert, and playful. You're being guided to lead by example. Be kind, compassionate, and have unconditional love towards yourself and others. Access your inner brilliance. Utilize your infinite power. Break free from any limiting paradigms and begin to walk your new path. So to be honest, Taurus, I feel like you need new friends. I feel like you need new friends and new people in your space. That doesn't mean that you have to drop all your current friends, but you definitely need to make some new friends and grow and expand on this timeline. And I feel like this frustration that you're having is the universe trying to show you you're supposed to be like really taking advantage of the ascension, the expansion that you've done recently. So you should be networking and connecting with new people now that you have access to new people that can get you in even higher places, and you'll have to do it again and again and again and again until you're satisfied. Or until you get a friend that just gets it. We have the Bison, abundant success and personal power. You're being guided to be flexible, go with the flow, and allow things to happen rather than forcing them. Universal opportunities are stacked around you. Exactly, that's the whole point. Like, you have so many opportunities stacked around you. It doesn't matter what direction you go in, you're going to see success. But people are having a hard time, like, understanding what you're going through because they're just not on that same path. They're just not doing it, and you're a doer, Taurus. So you need to center yourself around more doers. It says, center yourself and resonate with your core values and you will reap many rewards. So whatever matters to you, stick to that. If you feel like you constantly have to like be fake or downplay like your true beliefs around certain people because you feel like you know they'll get triggered, that is a sign like maybe that person, they just don't have very much to offer you moving forward. We have the sea turtle here, survival, ancient wisdom, and endurance. You're being guided to clean out your emotional closet, confront your fears, and expand your sense of self. Your mind, body, and soul are intricately intertwined. It's not how you start or how fast you go, but rather how you follow through and execute your plans that will bring you your heart's desire. Yeah, onward and upward, continuing to move forward. We got the gorilla, self-confidence, leadership, and responsibility. You know, it's like, who do you care about more, yourself or these people? If these people aren't supporting you, you have to find a more supportive group of friends. You also have to take that leadership position and say, instead of expecting this person to be better, which I know that they won't, because I mean, I'm friends with them, or I've been in a romantic connection with them, or I've known them for however long, like, instead of expecting them to catch up to me, I'm just gonna keep moving forward and take the lead here because you have the special sauce, they don't, and that's a hard thing for people to swallow. It really is. You're being guided to take responsibility for yourself and your actions. No barrier can hold you back from becoming your authentic self. Your path to success is right in front of you. All you must do is open your eyes, mind, and heart. So if you're feeling stuck and stagnant right now, Taurus, that's what I was talking about a little bit before when I was like, well, if you did decide to take this path, you do have a special sauce. That's just on period. And if you take advantage of that, and if you open your eyes, mind, and heart to that, and start to take the steps the universe is kind of, you know, showing you towards it, you guys, you're gonna see some success here. This is a really good time to invest in yourself. It's a lot of work though, yeah, I'm feeling, because, okay, so we have the Sun in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse. I will say it's like one of those typical traits that people will put on Taurus, like to say that you guys are lazy, but it's just a struggle. You guys would much rather work smarter, not harder. So some of you guys are appearing as a little bit lazy, but I genuinely feel like you're strategizing. And that may make people think that you're all talk, for one. But for two, someone's really struggling with the amount of work that has to be done on the path that they want to take to lead them to whatever their version of success would be. And it just doesn't sit well with them. It's like, I'm not going to get out of the matrix, finally not, you know, work a job just to still be like working my butt off and still can't do the things that I love. So definitely some blocks there. We have the Hierophant in reverse though. So I feel like the universe has already kind of taught you and your inner wisdom has kind of already shown you like what it is. The universe has already told you, like, listen, Taurus, like, this is kind of what has to be done. Work hard, play harder, work hard now, you know, and you'll get to play later. But for now, we kind of got to build that foundation. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse, so you know what to do, and you also know what has to be done about that first energy that we were getting. And it's just a matter of completing that task and doing that. Any other messages for Taurus? Oh, wow. Yeah, you're your biggest enemy in this. First of all, you're disrespecting yourself, for one. Empress in reverse and the devil in reverse. That lets me know there's not an actual devil energy outside of the situation that's tempting you. You've already learned, like, shit's already hit the fan. Something bad has already happened to kind of get you to center yourself, go back within, you know, distance yourself. Then you got bored with that, so you started to open yourself up back again. But instead of finding better options moving forward, you may have kind of stumbled back into the same spaces with the same circle of people who aren't good for you, who put you in that position again. And it's just like, let's get off of this merry-go-round, get out of this cycle. Empress in reverse. If the Queen, the King of England, I don't know, people don't really care about the patriarchy, to be honest, but if, you know, someone who was like your favorite actor, your favorite singer, came to your house, they're like, my car broke down at the side of the road, would you be like, oh, okay, you know, come in, what do you guys want for dinner? Some McDonald's, I got a McDonald's across the street. Or would you like try to make them a home cooked meal? Would you try to, you know, serve them the best of the best? That comes, you know, that's the same energy you need to have towards your friendships, your relationships. Do not serve yourself a platter of friends who don't want to see you do good, or relationships that are not going to feed your soul. An F-boy cannot feed your soul, Taurus. An F-girl cannot feed your soul, Taurus. They cannot. So stop taking that in, and it's like you're your biggest enemy because you've already learned this lesson. You know, and there's definitely a cycle kind of repeating here. There's other different messages. Someone really needed to hear that. If it doesn't resonate, like you're not talking to anyone, not open to anyone of the past that you have dated previously that, you know, didn't do you well, if that's not your story, leave the message. But someone really needed to hear that. We still got other messages that already came through and that are going to continue to come through. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the moon, so there's a lot of unknown here, and I'm getting like a placement energy, like the moves that you make today will heavily impact your tomorrow. 10 of Cups in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. People who aren't good enough cannot sit at the table anymore. They cannot be fed by you anymore. They do not get your energy, your attention, your time. You really have to set that standard and that expectation. We have the Page of Wands and the Strength card here. So it is going to take a lot of internal strength. It's going to take a lot of, you know, work. And I get that energy of Taurus kind of strategizing here, trying to see, okay, what can I do to make things better? But it's just time to work through that dense energy, and you may have to be alone for a little while, to be honest. We have plenty of fish in the sea and soulmate. So we all have multiple soulmates, but, you know, a better soulmate, a soulmate who's better for where you are moving forward. The thing is, you are on an old timeline, which is why we have multiple soulmates, because as we learn to grow, evolve, and ascend, we're on different timelines. You know, we access different dimensions, we access different levels of self. Best case scenario, our partner grows while we grow, but if they don't, on that next timeline that you're on, that higher timeline, there comes a new soulmate. And so, you know, you may be spending some time trying to nourish a relationship with someone who just isn't good for you, and all they have to offer you is some good D, some good cootie cat. Other than that, there's not very much more that this person is bringing to the table. They're an energy vampire. not to say they're a horrible person, but they're kind of draining you of your energy, and they're not the only one. Friendships are coming through so strong. It could even be like coworkers and family, like whoever knows that you have resources, value, money, or just loves what you bring to the table. Like, you know, not everyone listens. A lot of people, you'll tell them a story and they'll revert it somehow, some way back to themselves. If you don't do that, that's a value. Not every value is monetary or has to do with money. You know, whether it's that you're a good friend, a good lover, a good companion, or you have some, you know, physical value that people are getting. We have the Persuasion card in sailing. If you kind of sit in this energy and just sail along and keep things cool and just kind of wait for the perfect opportunity and to continue to strategize, you're going to get persuaded again and again and again to go back to old things. Or you'll notice like old people coming up. We have invitation. As I said that, I heard a little ding dong too, and it wasn't my doorbell. So I feel like this is an actual invitation that you guys are getting from, one, your guides, and for two, someone's going to be inviting you to go somewhere soon, and I definitely feel like you should go. Okay, let's see what we got. We got a lot that came out. Oh wow, we got the King and the Queen of Air here. So definitely a divine, see, and this is the thing, you're moving into these higher timelines and these higher spaces from all the work that you've done, from everything that you've been through. And because of that, you know, there's a much more better suited partner for you, someone who's like an actual like match. We got the King of Air, brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. The Queen of Air, independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. At the bottom of the Queen of Air, it says objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. Sometimes you just got to laugh some things off, Taurus, so you can get through them and get over it. Like, you had tried that. Laugh it off, have a little chuckle at how people try to play in your face, but just let it go so that it doesn't keep you, you know, trapped. King of Air, speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. We got the Release card, the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. So you guys get it. There's a lot of that moving on energy. We got the 10 of Earth, the 3 of Air, and the 5 of Fire. 5 of Fire. Completing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. Yeah, that's exactly an exact description of your spread. It actually says competing goals. So there's different goals and different things you're trying to achieve right now, kind of struggling with that. Bothersome details. Like, you know what you need to do, but you don't want to do it, so you're trying to find a better way to do it. And then we have this conflict with these other people who are just getting in the way and distracting you, and all of it together combined is just, it's a lot. 10 of Earth, a very happy family life, financial security, finding the magic in the little things of life. So absolutely, like I said, you may be alone for a little bit and you may have to entertain yourself for a little while, Taurus, until we can get to a space where the energy is a bit better and we have better yoked people in your life that can, you know, kind of entertain you and be there for you. And then we have the 3 of Air, great sadness, take time to heal, need to forgive yourselves and others. It's a bittersweet ending we have here. And that is what I have for you, Taurus, this week. Check me out on Etsy in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Check out my free radio show in the description. I love you, Taurus. Be careful what you wish for. And I will see you in the next one. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.